This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon and welcome to today's Mega Caps Charts of the Day video. We'll start with talking about PFE, which looks like maybe it can get a little bit lower in either this is a fifth wave down of the A wave or just an extended fifth of the C wave in an ABC. But we're right in the region, 44, 43 region for the 382 retrace of this third. Should just be the A wave, although if it can't muster much more of a bounce and get over the 46 region, and could drop all the way down here to 4150, and this is a tiny little B wave, and it's already in the C wave down of that wave 4. But the ideal would be to hold this 44, 43 region and bounce towards 48 as a B wave. Wanted to also take a look, there's a request to look at a couple of the financials, which are starting to show a little bit more weakness after the extensions they got into the June high. We could have easily counted a completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up for the C of our A wave into March, held a high consolidation, got an extension, and now got what looks like a possible initial move down. This could be an A wave, and this is an A, B, C flat for a B that didn't make a higher high, and that is just the A, B inside, still inside a larger A wave. So if we stay, as long as JPMorgan stays under the 163.50 region, it can certainly be considered as pretty bearish. Over that 163.50, it could extend more. There wouldn't be any clear pattern for the upside. Maybe the next fib extension is right around 176 here. But the ideal is that we get more of this larger parentheses B wave to set up the next bigger swing to the upside. At least, even if we can't get all the way down here towards 124 as this larger ABC, at least getting more of this ABC move into the 130s, under 140 and into the 130s would still give us a reasonably large consolidation that we could at least play for a bigger bounce, if not something more. Bank of America is going to be very similar to that. That's, this looks like 5 waves up here. It didn't actually make a higher high. So if we combine this kind of with our view on JPMorgan, then this can be that wider flat for the B wave. It would be a B wave ideally inside this larger A of the parentheses B, and we'll just keep pushing all this stuff further out to the side until we get something satisfactory. Again, similar to that 163.50 level, we have about 42.75 is key resistance on Bank of America. This could all still be just wave 1 of this C wave, so we could try and bounce. Ideal resistance holds under about 42. If this is wave 1 and it's going to bounce in wave 2, it is possible that either this peak or this peak was already a very tiny wave 2, and this is already starting a third of this C wave down. So there is certainly some room for a drop there. Other financially adjacent names in our mega caps watch list is Mastercard. Similar to Visa, both of these holding what can be the A and B of a third in that larger diagonal. Technically, an impulse did not invalidate where this can be a wave 1 and a wave 2. We could squeeze in 5 waves up here and count this as the wave 1 in an impulsive move. But I think it's more prudent just to target this 515 region as the C of wave 3. But right now we are counting this B wave. If it's complete, it has to count as a WXY, whether it's a B wave or wave 2. We don't have 5 waves down in this move from the July high. So this could be 1, 2, 3 in just the 4th wave bounce and get a 5th wave down closer to the 328 to 325 region for one more low in this B wave. And if we put our fibs here for the B wave, we can see 322 is the 618. So maybe if we are going to break the 336 low that we hit already, then that puts us a little bit below that 325 region at 322 is the actual 618. So very possible to see another drop there in Mastercard. Also looking at Berkshire Hathaway, kind of a big financial. It looks like this fourth wave is just stretching wider. So going for the yellow 4, that should hold support in the low 260s, mid to low 260s, but definitely looks like this can get a little bit lower here. And then this will push the fifth of the 3 here further out into, at least into the first half of next year. So I'm going to go ahead and move. I mean, it hasn't invalidated the possible start to a fourth wave, but I think this just looks a lot more realistic. So we'll delete that as an alt, and we'll move our A wave here and our B wave over to here and make that yellow, and then look for the rest of that move down. Actually, I think we can move our A wave here. And then if we look at the 100% extension, that gives us a yellow 100% at 268, and down to a 1382 at 259.46. And those are both in the same realm as the 382 and 50% region at 264 and 255 as far as a retrace of this third. And lastly, Disney has not really been able to get much of any kind of clear start to the fifth wave, the parentheses wave 5. I think we have to consider the potential that this is still just a very, very complex corrective form of GORP for this B wave, and there is still the risk that this drops in a much wider purple sea of 4. Ideally, if that were going to be the case, if it is not done, it can try and still grind higher for this B wave. In the bullish count, I think this has to count as maybe working on an ending diagonal for this blue C wave in what would be an ABC move up for wave 1 of an ending diagonal for the parentheses wave 5, but certainly nothing clearly bullish off of the May low in Disney. Immediate support that we would want to see hold for higher is going to probably be the 178.20 region. And then also wanted to take a look at MCD. MCD, maybe this is a good defensive play for some upcoming consolidation or rotation in other parts of the market where we still have a nice possible 1-2 start to this wave 3, targeting the 282, 283 region, with ideal micro support now being about 235.60. Maybe could give it down to 233, but I think any break of that 233 region, and this at least comes back down closer to the 220 level. And that might be just a wider wave 1 and a wave 2, or an expanded flat for the C wave of this wave 2 moving over here. So good risk reward there if McDonald's is going to hold on to ideally that 236 level. All right, we'll go ahead and stop there, and I'll get this uploaded for you guys and see you next time.